This is something that's going to be pretty unique to see me cast on a 1v1 arena recap. This is a 2v2. I just say a gold bar, my teeth is all stuck. Sorry for any amazingly disgusting noises you hear. This was the World Cup SL, I think, final of Chile vs Taiwan. One of those countries. That sounds a bit racist, but I assume it's Taiwan. We have our well-known players Jupy+wAkKo. Wacko is an old school arena legend. He is a really good player. As you can see, we don't have ratings because it is match stats. Jupy, of course, very well known. Yeah, not much to say about Jupy. I don't know too much about him, although everyone does know who he is. When I say everyone, figuratively everyone. So we have a 2v2 team. We have Burmese and Maya, two very strong 1TC push sets we could see here. And we're seeing something very similar from the other team as well. The Taiwan players, they have Aztecs and they have Turks. In this option, I do prefer... I would like to see Turks. Turks are a very good civ. Both these teams have very good late game civs. What am I talking about? No, they don't. The Chile team has very bad late game civs. I'm not a fan of Mayan late game civs and the Burmese. Do they stack up? I mean, Arambai behind Eldorado Eagles, that's a good option. Not much I could be doing against that, especially Aztecs own Eagles or Aztec champions to kill the Mayan Eagles. They're just not going to work with the Arambai present. Turks, they also can't go HCA against the Eagles. So, you know, I guess that's a good combination, but otherwise I wouldn't really go for it. You have Mayans with the siege drives without siege engineers, not that great. Turks, on the other hand, quite a bit better siege in my opinion, though they don't have the onagers they need to kill the Mayans. So Aztecs of course have the SO. Aztecs are, you know, very good counter to Mayans late game, but they are going to have a little bit of problems, especially since the Aztec players vs the Burmese specifically. Aztecs against Arambai, you're going to have to go quite a lot of monks, and you might actually struggle against the Burmese monks themselves. This is a really tough matchup, really. Both picked very good civs. Although the Turks and the Aztecs, I'm not really seeing the I'm not seeing the 2v2 between the two, if I'm honest. I'm not seeing where they could really work well together. Turks and Aztecs, I mean, neither player of those... A lot of 2v2s in Arena, we see things like one civ will go Knights, the other civ will go Expos. Aztecs can go Expos, but we're not going to see Knights from Turks, I really don't think. We'll probably see Janissaries from them, which don't really stack well with any other unit. Great for 1v1s, 2v2s maybe not so much, and losing a villager, that is atrocious. That is so demotivating. I feel sorry for this player here. I don't know who either of these Thai players are. So yeah. The one map size I absolutely despise is 4-player map size for 2v2s. It is the correct size, but it's the map where you're most likely to have problems with your base connecting to the outside woodline. For example, here it connects to the woodline, so you've got a big woodline, open back area, that kind of stuff. But over here, sometimes you won't even get these few trees here connecting it. Say like these trees aren't here. So this wall just continues and it goes all the way to the back of the map. You get some of those, or it just continues around like this. So you have a massive outside area and a back area that, you know, sometimes you have to wall 10 plus tiles to connect. So you have a safe back area. That always happens in a 4-player map size. I hate it. This player just having a bad day. So we're going to see over here, Wacko is the mines. Is he going to go for plumes? More than likely, because he has a Burmese ally that could always go something like Arambai. Both are going to struggle against very similar counters, so I'm again not seeing that much synergy, but you know, we could see nice from Burmese. It's more likely than from Turks. Plumes are going to be a really strong play here. He's going to gold right away. Okay, this doesn't look like Plumes to me. This could be Siege Tower Eagle, however. Yeah, this is starting to look more towards the Siege Tower Eagle route. Just gotta quickly meet that. Alright, I'm back. So the Mayan player, he is now moving on to stone. He is going to sell his stone to up because he has far too little gold. Oh wait, no. What is he doing? I had this complete wrong way around in my brain. Why is he getting 2 gold now and then 3 here? He's gonna have the stone too late to build a castle unless he hammers on the stone, which is gonna be bad for his other resources. Just to not have to put 3 on gold to be able to click up because he got loom. That's a really odd thing to do. It is wacko though, we'll let him get away with it. Burmese player not touching stone. 27 plus 2, pretty high for a smush. Might see nice maybe. He is scouting a bad map though. Wacko scouts a lack of deer being used. Gold, stone. Of course Burmese can't see the relics, and these relics, wow. Basically 3 given for free to these players and 1 in the back here. 2 between these 2 and 3 free to these. It's pretty interesting. What are they considering? They're talking in TeamSpeak, but they're just flaring random crap around the map. Oh, it looks like the Aztec player is going to run towards the Mayan player. Aztec is already up. 1 meso, 1 normal civ for each. Market Blacksmith, simple up. Still 2 in gold. He's not adding more to gold. That's a lot of farms. He's planning to do some kind of... probably some kind of boom. This looks like a boom where he could be up at a faster population, but he just isn't. And also he's not taking that middle gold. That's just some top efficiency tips from Doubt, I guess. But random eagle fight in the middle here. But iamsoto is going to be up first. But this scout is going to come by and give him some grief. His ally scout is far behind, and actually is behind in HP. They're going to lose both of their scouts in this case unless Soto runs into his own base, garrisons and heals for a little bit, which might be viable, but he still might lose his scout in the process. And Wacko blocking his ally scout from killing this eagle. That is incredible. All players on the way up to Castle Age. Wacko now going crazy on stone. I guess he has to. So we're going to see plumes from this player, and this player is now... Why are these players even allowed to play? I'm not gonna lie, there's no explanation for this. This is a Tom Yum rather, when in camp. That's so bad. Was inside of his base, just a little bit of precaution. That's quite a nice little move. So this player wants to... What does he want to do if he's not going for it? So he is going for a market, so he's not going to go knights. He's not going iron buy. And he's up for a really high pop for going monks. And he's got a lot of gold, so I assume he's going to go for some really high pop smush that's not going to work. Unless he wants to combine mass monks with plumes. If he combines mass monks with plumes, that might be really nice. Is it a good combo though? I don't think so. Monster coming up from the Aztec player, he just wants to take relics, and of course he's going to be trying to boom here. He'd almost afford to add an RTC, but he can't. Always prioritize your monster in 1v1s. In TGs, I don't know as much. In 2v2s, I don't play that many. Castle coming up from the Turk player. Is it going to be for defense though? No. Only the 1 lumber camp. That's a lot of villagers on wood, but only the 1 lumber camp does definitely indicate something more like, you know, he wants to go for Janissaries rather than boom. Janissaries aren't going to work against the plumes as well. He deletes the wall but forgets to make his villagers then go to it. There we go. Some brilliant play right there. Wacko bought 100 wood. Gonna put this on a little bit faster speed, so Wacko's just gonna go straight into plumes, sending all the villagers right back to stone, so I guess he wants to add more castles later. He wants to go more into castle age. 2 monasteries up. Pretty ballsy, he's getting fervor right away. I guess he couldn't afford much else. That 3 town centers up and running by 18 minutes, that's quite a good achievement. He also has a lot of food to run them with. Decent amount of gold, he can afford to make some good gold upgrades. He's getting atonement. The thing is, you don't usually smash meso civs because they could just go eagle warriors. It's so cheap and easy to go eagle warriors when you're a meso civ. 2 of these have already been taken. So we're gonna see 2 relics for the Chilean team. These Jansers here are gonna do a significant amount of damage. They might even kill the monks. But don't make monks against a meso civ. They can just add some eagles, and eagles will kill anything that you could really do, and you can't counter them. If you're a normal smashing a normal civ, you could add spears really easily, really cheaply, really quickly to defend against something like scouts. But as specifically a meso civ, you can't really make anything cheap and quick and easy to defeat eagle warriors. Siege Workshop coming out here, probably going to be some rams. We're going to see plumes coming in though, so we might see some mangonels to help out with that. We're not going to see any scorpions or anything in particular from Jupy. iamsoto. The more I think about it, the more I think I've heard of his name. But we're seeing pretty much all relics coming in. Every relic coming in for Jupy, that's a really nice move. Double monastery is definitely working out for him for getting easy relics at the same time. He is pretty balling on the boom. I mean, boom wise, he is by far the furthest ahead. The Aztec player should be further ahead, but it's not applying to that. So I reckon we're gonna see the Aztec player get murdered here. What? That's such a bug. That is an insane bug right there. Oh, that's so unfair to just everyone in humanity. Monk coming out to get himself sniped. Why would you snipe the villager rather than the monk? Then you get to survive and then... Yeah, either way, a couple of plumes donated, it's not the end of the world. But we're seeing rams coming in, we're seeing no interaction between these 2 players. All the Turk player has to do is just maybe put on a bit more aggression. He's not going to help his ally is as good as dead. So that's how the player went for a straight boom without any units, and straight boom without any units is terrible. Fast imp from the Turk player, 26 minutes, Imperial Age. But what's he gonna do? Is he gonna try and make a 4 siege workshop and then bomber cannons? He's adding another castle, that's not a good idea. This is not great play from whoever the Turk player is. He's not even running the 1 castle he has. There we go, adds a bunch of Janissaries. They push back here a little bit. Not that many casualties though. I mean, most of the plumes are still alive and the plumes are not coming out here. They're not going to be able to deny this castle, but they're going to be, you know, around the map, generally effective. Population wise, 40 for the Turk player, 72 for the Aztec player. That doesn't compare to the Chilean team's 84-76, better on both regards. They used rams to kill the monastery here. That's a lot of monks, but again, you're still making monks against... Oh, there we go, Eagle Warrior. Eagle Warrior being added, that's a very good way of killing any monk aggression. And also it does kill the plumes at the same time. Burmese player can quite easily add in a lot of other units though, so... That's probably... I mean, he is imp now, so block printing illumination theocracy. Without the Aztec player imping? Oh, the Aztec player's already imp. I didn't see it in my spec overlay. Okay, now it's going to be pretty even with Eagle Warriors in the field. Although the plumes are still going to be decent against them. Imperial Age coming in, Thumb Ring also coming in. I think when Bracer comes in, then we're going to see these BBC really easily sniped and Janissaries are going to be worthless. Oh, except the Redemption block printing monks already converting to BBC. That's pretty pretty game winning right there. Yeah, they can't fight that Aztec players now expanding onto the map with a bunch of eagles and monks, but those monks are not going to fare too well. They're probably going to be about equal depending on their micro. Eagle getting taken. 3 eagles getting taken. The Burmese player has more eagles than the Aztec player. That's just when you know. Seed Ram's now coming out for the Mayan player though. Classic plume combo. He's now got elite plume. He can't afford it, I don't think. No, he must have just spent the food on getting the Seed Ram. But plumes with Seed Ram, classic combination. He can actually take out these monks. I don't really see why he's not taking the engagement. It would be quite effective. If we see this bomber cannon get converted though, that would be a lot better. What can anyone do against all these rams? Not an awful lot. A neat little thing he could have done is if he could have charged up converting on one of these blooms and then moved on to the ram to convert it a bit faster. Might have worked. Blooms camping under the castle. He's going to lose a lot, but the castle's going to go down, and that ends the Turk player really. So it's a good trade, in my opinion. Aztec player now trying to get back onto the map though. He's trying to beat over here on the Burmese. Burmese, of course, he can mass long swordsman with good attack upgrades. Burmese get in Imperial +3 attack because they get +1 in Feudal, +2 in Castle Age, +3 in Imp. That's a lot of free attack upgrades. Free attack rather. And then they've got the upgrades on top of it, so they could have, you know, 14 +7 attack. 12 +5 for the 2-handed swordsman right now. He has enough to actually easily murder any kind of eagle. Janissary is now about to get wrecked. There they kind of go. Elite plumes now, fully upgraded. This is a very strong combination. I do like the monks, especially if they're used well, but they're just getting... He's just letting them get converted. I don't know, That's such a suicidal move. I don't know what he was focusing on. But both players have a lot of resources. We're looking at 106 fills vs 57 for the Thai team, and looking over at the main... I want to call them the main team because I prefer them, the Chilean team. 106 fills to 114, that's pretty crazy. Nothing can be done to really stop the Seed Ram. Sure, you could make your own and you could convert the occasional one. Aztecs have... Well, they have Elite Eagle Warrior they could spam, but against the champion's not that ideal. He doesn't have that many monks. So there's no way he could afford anything like Siege Launcher that could be a bit more effective. Also against the monks, that wouldn't be the best idea. Well played, but I don't see why Aztecs and Turks, they don't work well together. Sure, they're good in 1v1s, and Turks vs Maya or Turks vs Burmese have a chance to win quite easily in a 1v1, and Aztecs vs either Civ, same situation. But working together, they don't really have a combination. I wasn't expecting the plumes plus monks, but it worked out in the end. It's quite nice. Quite a nice way to go. I also did like Jupy's idea of starting with double range, double monster rather, to get all relics, getting early atonement, just in case he has to run across enemy monks, and that way he could then just 3 TC boom behind. That gave him a very good economy to then proceed with what he was doing, because making monks doesn't cost that much of an economy. You just need to just stick a bunch of villagers quite early on gold, and then that's it. 2 monsters is going to last you the whole game, because you're not really going to be losing monks. You're going to be taking care of them, and the enemies are going to be avoiding them. Let's take a quick look at achievements before I quit today. Military stats, WAKKo with a clear advantage with his plumed archers, 82 kills, only 22 deaths, and a lot of those were sitting under that castle just to get a good advantage. iamsoto losing most of his units, losing 50 there, and Jupy losing 25 more units than he killed there as well. Wait, no. Oh, the converts aren't showing. I was just thought he was the other player, but look at the purple player that was on the Thai team, 20 kills, 60 losses. And a lot of that comes down from Jupy's 23 conversions. Jupy did lose 50 units though. What did he lose? I mean, a decent portion of them were monks. He did get converted back a lot. And I guess around the 2-handed swordsman time he lost quite a few units. Don't really see him losing 50, but you know, obviously he did. WAKKo with, strangely enough, the best economy. He's only 3k behind Jupy in food. But that's a lot more wood, that's a lot more stone. Gold actually not as much as Jupy. Probably similar economies actually. Let's have a quick look at the score for economy. Oh, yeah, Wacko's 500 points ahead. But look at the economy score of the player 6. He just had no economy. He was not collecting resources, didn't have that many vills. Went to imp fast and did nothing with it. He didn't make early enough bomber cannon. He just... 26-min imp, you really should have the resources to afford quite a lot by then. And of course, 2,500 relic gold from Jupy. That explains his gold really, really nice. Especially, you know, 8 more villagers than every other player. So it's a pretty nice game. I do have more other games I could be casting, but I'm not going to because I'm just going to end the stream now. I've got other things to do. But thanks for watching and goodbye.